Hi everyone, my name is Jenny Fenton and welcome back to my YouTube channel. Today's video we'll be taking a tour of my barn, Silverglade Acres Stables. We offer two types of board here. We offer pasture board and stall board, and then we also have my private barn, which is inside. So we'll start inside and then we'll work our way out. So we'll start in the lounge, which is on the left as soon as you walk into the barn. It has a cute little seating area, a closet just for like coats and things, and we have some storage cubes for basic vet med things like vet wrap, poultice, stuff like that. And I really like that we have like a little window that you can look out and see the horses. Now moving down to our left aisle, so we have a couple stalls in this aisle. We also have a notice board where we put things that need to be done for that day or just other scheduling stuff. Boarders can also leave notes for stuff that needs to be replaced or like just general notices that they want to leave for us. Our storage cabinet has the boarder saddle pads and half pads, as well as some like extra bits, lunging gear, just like extra gear in general. We also have a heated wash stall that runs warm and cold water. It's great for the winter when the snow is really heavy here in Jorvik. So now we're at the main stalls of the barn. We have 8 stalls on this side. I think in total we have 12 main stalls and then 6 quarantine stalls. They all measure 12 by 12 feet. We have rubber mats in all of the stalls, and then we also use pine shavings. And each horse has their own nameplate and hook for their halter. So now we're moving on to our center aisle. Here we have 2 of our main stalls, and we also have cross ties set up in the aisle as well. We also have rubber pavers throughout the barn, which I really like. It's really good for traction and cushion. Next we have the tack room. It's like a semi-personal tack room. The boarders can also use it too, but it's really just my stuff in here. So first we have a hook for all of my bridles and everything, and then we have this shelf where I keep all my grooming tools, like extra cloths, saddle pads, brushes, helmets, wraps, bottles, things like that. And then my favorite thing in this room is the rack for drying my saddle pads and my girths. We know it gets really hot here in Jorvik, so this is just a great thing to have. And then our saddle racks have all of our saddles, obviously, and the boarders can use the saddle racks too. Next we have our feed room. I really like the storage system we have for our feed. We have Dynasport Equalizer Senior and Beet Pulp here. And then in the big tub we have alfalfa cubes that will soak. We also have a sink in the feed room, which makes it really convenient. We don't have to like drag a hose out anywhere. And we also just have some extra supplements, treats, and hay on these shelves. So now moving to the back part of the barn, we have 6 quarantine stalls. It's mainly just for new boarders or new horses that are coming in for training, or if a horse is sick, we move them there too. We'll keep the new boarders, new horses here for about 14 days just to make sure that they don't have anything that might be contagious to the other horses. It's just a precautionary measure. Now moving outside, on the side of our barn we have an outdoor wash rack, has a hose with warm water and everything, also just some basic grooming things. We also have a little storage area under the ramp for some feed. Moving around to the back side of the barn, we have our hay field. We actually grow our own hay and also sell the round bales to some local barns. So like I mentioned before, we offer stall board and pasture board. Out here are our boarder stalls. We have 5 outdoor stalls. Owners will take care of the horses themselves with the turnout and feed, but we will give them hay and water. But again, it's up to the owners to turn them out and give them their grain. We also have tie hooks in the stalls for grooming and tacking up. We currently have 5 horses on pasture board. All of them are retired, so they're really just living their life as a pasture pet. All of their hay will go into this large round bale feeder, and we also give them fresh water every day and then replenish their hay as needed. There's plenty of trees around the pasture for shelter, and then there's also the neighbor's sheep, which also like to sneak in, but the horses don't really seem to mind. So now we have our 2 turnout paddocks. We normally put 1 to 2 horses in there at a time just because they're a bit on the smaller side. We feed them with round bales as well, and each paddock has a run-in because there's just not as many trees as the pasture board paddock, so just want to give them a little bit more shelter. And for our last little turnout area, we use this round pen as our next turnout for individual turnout. It's just for horses that do better by themselves if they don't really get along with other horses too well. And instead of round bales, we'll just throw them flakes of hay, but we don't really use the round pen that often just because we can use our turnout paddocks more. Now moving on to the arena, we just dragged the ring, so it's a bit empty, but our footing is dirt mixed with some sand. This area is not super sandy compared to the other locations, so dirt is just the best option for where we are on the island. We have our jump storage, like decoration stuff, on the side of the ring, and our ring is also used for shows. We sometimes host dressage shows and also the hunter jumpers. So that was a super quick tour of the Silverglade Acres stables. If you enjoyed the video, please give it a thumbs up, and if you want to see more content like this, make sure to subscribe. I hope you all have a great rest of your morning, afternoon, or night, and I'll see you all next time. Bye guys!